Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Kansas. And there's a special guest on the enemy team that I didn't recognize until I darn near deleted him. This video is brought to you by none other than, in true Spartan fashion, we're going to leave him with just enough to get away. And it's not just one, it's multiple people in this one. But we're still going to have a great game. It's going to be a lot of fun. You get to see more driving around the map in Kansas than you've ever seen in your life. I guarantee it. But to start out, we're bottom tier. Tier 8 match. You got a main in front of me. We're not going to get any spotting out here in the middle. So rather than try to go into the center and just be in the same place as that battleship, I decided to go around the edge. We do have a destroyer heading that direction, so I kind of want to support him as best I can anyway. So you guys know I like to secure the flanks anyway. This map in particular, if you can secure this A side, you have such juicy crossfires for days. Like, it's insane. Now, we're not going to get to really take advantage of that because the enemy team pretty much plays like absolute dog water. Like, literally the worst that you could possibly play this map. Remember, this is a domination map. You would expect to see a decent, even distribution of the team across the board trying to take caps. That ain't what happens. They literally send their entire team to one side of the map. And that's not going to work out in their favor. Go figure. Who'd have thunk it? But as you can see, they're already spotting our main. There's an enemy division over there. One has a Udachi, and the other two, I believe, is a Georgia and a cruiser, and I can't think of what it is. Maybe Chappie. But we're going to try to, like I said, go around the outside. If we can get some shots, we'll take them. But until then, we've got nothing. So it's going to take a long time for this to develop. But that gives me a chance to talk about some things. Thank you guys so much for your support. I know I posted last night for you guys to see in the community section. Haven't been feeling very good the last couple of days. So that's why we didn't have a U-boat stream. That's why we didn't have a UAD stream. I'm going to try to make those streams up during this week because I need to get you guys back on track, or get me back on track, get you guys your content that you deserve. If we're going to make it to 50K, we got to make sure that we're the most consistent we can be. But, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of a relax and, what is it called? Rest and relaxation time. A little bit of recovery, you know, shore leave, shall we say. But you guys know the deal. Like, I put my like, I've been literally working my butt off here. We've got Drake coming around the corner here, and again, this is JFO. If you guys don't know JFO is definitely... Oh, God. Look at that. Fantastic aiming. And aim ahead a little bit. Oh, we snuck the shots in, and it looks absolutely juicy. Wait for it. Pow! All his health gone. And then he somehow manages to survive. Now, he contacted me after this match is over. Me and him talk in Discord occasionally, but you guys know him from World of Warships Legends Discord channel. He's a good guy. He really is. But he contacted me afterwards. He's like, well, that team pretty much was absolutely awful. I'm like, yep, they were the best. And unfortunately, I have to leave everybody with just enough to get away, right? It's in the rule book. You guys know the deal. But this isn't the only time we're going to do it. He gets spotted again. Can't be any more broadside if you want it. This is my fault. This is me. I didn't aim far enough out in front. So unfortunately, we leave him with just enough to get away again. But don't worry. This is not the last you've seen of the just enough to get away. JFO is going to be both incredibly lucky and also incredibly unlucky in this match. I don't know how he manages to survive some of the shots that he does survive, but he does have a special, like, damage reduction build, I guess, on his British cruisers, but still, at the same time, like, this shot here, I was like, he's dead. There's no chance that he survives this, right? He's got less than 5,000 hit points. Look at that hit. Blow! He heals just in time. Just in time to get just enough health back to survive yet again. And it's at this point I'm like, all right, JFO, you go do your thing. I'm gonna try to get some crossfires here as we've got a beautiful look at an Alabama coming around the corner. Now we do have a destroyer here ready to yeet him, but doesn't mean we want to leave him with all of his health either. So we're going to go ahead and aim high here. We want upper side plating / superstructure. So we take a shot. Look at that accuracy. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Blunk. All of the shells hit. Well, 8 out of the 9 shells hit. Or no, it was 12 shells, dummy. 8 out of 12 shells hit. But Alabama then gets yeeted, as you would expect. Smolland finishing him off. And that's when we get a beautiful look at the Georgia across the map. Now, JFO did get another fire on us here, but it's really not that big a deal. There's nothing else shooting at us. Now here I thought, okay, this guy's stopping. As soon as I fire, I don't know if you noticed, but as soon as I fire, he kicked up the freaking throttle again to go forward. So we're going to hit a little bit too far back on most of these shells. A couple of them are going to land decent. The other ones are going to land too far back. Like, it's like he was thinking about stopping and reversing, and then at the last second decided to go quarter speed, and it threw my shot off something fierce. But look, JFO has health again. How? British heals. You gotta love them. Those onboard 3D printers getting overtime on JFO's ship today. But he gets out away from us for now. We're gonna go ahead and wrap around. I don't normally wrap around here, but given that Jay is out here, given that there's potential for the enemy team to turn and come back, because our team is winning everywhere. They just are. Now here, I've got another beautiful look at Jay here. What more can you ask for? He turns out they're beautiful. All of them landing center of mass, and we destroy a turret. But again, leave him with just enough to get away. And the heal, once again, is kicking in to do even more of what that heal does, which is just leave him alive. This is the most obnoxious kill I have ever tried to get in my life. I've never seen somebody get this many times where they get this lucky to survive. Now, again, I know he says he runs a damage reduction build, and that's fine, but still. Like, the first one should have been a kill. That one should have been a kill. There was a couple in there that I screwed up, that's fine, but, like, come on, game. You gotta give it to me at some point. The Repub is getting too far outside our range here. Given the speed that he's going, like if we fire at him, we're just going to miss. So we're just going to hold for now. Jay gets spotted once again. We aim high here because we're expecting him to turn, right? He's done it every single time. This time, however, our dispersion isn't quite as good. We hit him with one shell and all the rest of them fall off to the right. A little bit unfortunate, to say the least. But Jay gets caught one last time by our Lennon, and that's going to do it for him. But unfortunately, Jay, there's only so many times you can get away with it. And as long as it's me shooting at you, apparently it's just as many as you want. But here we've got a good look at this Georgia. And I'm not going to lie, I was pretty confident about this shot killing this Georgia right here. I'm like, there's no chance he survives this. I was wrong. There's every chance that he survives this, because I managed to hit just enough of an angled belt. It wasn't very well angled, but just enough of the angled belt to not pin and shatter 5 rounds. So, real unfortunate. And now, of course, JFO actually almost got me with these torps, too. That's the funny thing is, he almost got me. Literally would have hit me with a torpedo there. Of course, I would have just damage conned, but still. It was one of those situations where it almost got me. 'Cause I wasn't expecting torpedoes. I'm like, there is no chance that, you know, those have the range, right? Because the last time he was spotted, he was at the edge of, well, not really the edge, but pretty close out there at range anyway. But we're going towards him as well, which means he doesn't need all that range. As you're closing towards a target, like you're making the range shorter for those torpedoes to actually need to hit. So he could launch him outside of his normal ability to hit a target, and I would still be able to run into them. Just due to the fact that I'm driving towards him. But Repub out here begging for it. We're going to go ahead and give it to him. He's slowing down thinking, okay, well, if I just sit here, I can use the island cover. But our destroyer is doing a good job of spotting here. And we're going to get a pretty good lick in here. Aiming for center of mass superstructure. He's over-angled slightly, and it's not very good armor. So maybe we get more pins. But you can see most of the pins that we do get there are solely plunging fire into that superstructure. Our A gear goes down. They've got their Chappie still over there. They've got the Repub over here. They've got a destroyer out there. This game is not over. Despite us having all 3 caps, the enemy team is still killing people.
Victory is in sight.
And that's allowing them to hang around for a little longer. Which is perfect for me because it gives me a chance to do more damage. So we're going to try to make sure that we keep putting ourselves in a position to cut into the lead of that Repub as he tries to stay away from us. Because remember, Kansas is not the fastest thing in the world. Look how long it has taken us to drive all the way around the map. Like, we have literally came all the way across the map. All the way around the shoehorn of South America, for God's sakes. But as you can see, our Smallland, getting a little bit too big for his britches, decides to yeet himself up in there against a Chappie and a Repub. We're going to try to do everything in our power to help with this situation. As Repub turns out, we again aim high, looking for the superstructure / upper side plating. We don't want to hit the belt like we did on Georgia. So here you can see another beautifully aimed shot, center of mass, right where we want it, and we get a good result. 4 shells do end up shattering, unfortunately, but you're going to have that. Again, we were going for the superstructure. We know he's we know he's angled, so getting any of the shells to hit the side of the ship probably not going to pin. But you get those plunging fire down into the superstructure, we all know how nasty that can be. But here, we've got our opportunity. Akazuki goes down. I thought it was the small one that went down. It was actually the Akazuki going down. We get a nice shot over the island, ready for the Chappie. He does not see this coming. Look at the grouping. It's beautiful. Bonk. And in true Spartan fashion, once again, we got to leave him with just enough for somebody else to get the kill. You got to love it, man. But unfortunately, that's the end of this one. We're going to go ahead and speed it up so that I ain't wasting your time. But this one's pretty much all over anyway. We're going to win on points, I believe, before we ever find that destroyer. But the game's going to end pretty quick. Overall, pretty solid game. It was more of a fun game just for the amount of times that I left people alive. Like, how many times can one person get left alive on no hit points in one battle? 132,000 damage. High cow. You got to love it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I also have a new series coming up where we're going to take a look at the new Italian destroyers. I know they've been out for a while, but haven't really gotten a chance to play them. So look forward to that if you guys are interested in seeing how the Italian destroyers are. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.